This is Joey with Joey's Magic Tarot. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. It's been a great day. There's so much good positive energy. There's so much good happening right now. That music is too loud for me, but I don't want to get up and lower it. So we'll just deal with it. Hi there, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. It's going to be really cold tonight. It finally feels like winter. It's going to be really cold. Hi there, welcome in. Welcome, everybody. I come on here a few times a week, offer some tarot readings, talk about some spiritual topics, things like that. Happy birthday. You're an Aquarius. You're a humanitarian. Anybody that just joined, help me out. Help me grow my YouTube channel. Can you go ahead and subscribe and like the live? Anybody that wants to subscribe, throw a like on the live. Help the channel grow. I offer a free one-card reading. Just tell me your first name, your zodiac, your age, and where you're from in the world. I usually come on here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for about an hour. It's really cold tonight, guys. It's going to be very cold tonight. I love the cold weather. My name is Joey. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, psychic, and medium. And I love connecting with people and sharing tarot. So, happy birthday, by the way. So who wants a free one-card reading? Just make sure you subscribe to the channel, help the channel grow. Make sure you throw a like on the live, show YouTube that I'm reaching people. And, let's talk about some fun topics, things like past lives, reincarnation, energy, mindset work, tarot, numerology, astrology, all that fun stuff. What are you guys doing this evening? Everybody have dinner yet? You hanging out, having fun this evening? I'm single, so I don't have many plans tonight. Just me and my two cats. But that's okay. We'll figure something out. We'll make life good. Gotta find the joy everywhere. Quiet room tonight. Does anybody want a free one-card reading? Maximiliano, your name looks familiar. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't do questions like that. I just pull a single card and give you an intuitive reading in exchange for subscribing to my channel and liking the live. Just make sure you tell me your age, your zodiac sign, your first name, and where are you from in the world. That just helps me to connect into the energy. That's all general information. First name, age, zodiac sign, and where you're from in the world. I think you've been on my lives before. I think I recognize the username. Hi there, welcome in. Okay. You got the Three of Hearts, Maximiliano. You might have a little bit of difficulty securing a job, but remember, you're a Gemini, and the swords represent the air signs, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. I'm going to take the Three of Hearts as try not to overthink things. Don't get upset if the job you want doesn't work out. Don't let your mindset get overtaken by the need for a job. Try to relax and just let things unfold for you. But you may have a little bit of a difficult time, or it could symbolize that you might get the job by March. Since it's a Three of Hearts, it shows that you're overthinking it too. Maybe you're letting your thought process get away from you, letting the negativities get in. So try to remain positive and just believe that the right job is going to find you at the right time. All right, guys. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Who else is here with us? You're welcome. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff, helping the channel grow. It does help the channel grow. Helps YouTube know that I'm reaching people. Hi there. Welcome in, everybody. Who else wants a free one-card reading in exchange for liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff? I do post daily tarot videos every day. They're pick a card videos, pick A or B. Those are always fun to post. Your moon sign as well. Hi there. Anybody that wants the free card, make sure you like the live, subscribe to my channel, and then just come back and tell me your first name, your age, your zodiac sign, and tell me where you're chatting from in the world. Age, name, zodiac sign, and where you're from in the world. Just your first name. That's all I need. I like to know who I'm chatting with, and I usually remember people that chat with me on here. And I'm using the Rider Waite. And then how old are you? And what's your zodiac sign? That's weird. Hang on, guys. 34 Taurus. Okay. Okay, you got the Ace of Swords. You have a creative new thought process, a new beginning coming. Whatever you've been working on, whatever's been on your mind, you have a new, basically, it's like a fresh start with your mindset. The swords represent the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Ace of Swords is about a new beginning, and since it's related to your mindset and your thought process, you're going to get a creative new idea that'll give you a new mindset. Whatever you're working on, you have a new beginning coming. Basically, how you think about something, you're going to look at it from a different perspective. Hey there, Amoy. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? You're welcome. I hope that helps. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all that stuff. Help the channel grow. I started with literally 0 followers, so the channel's growing. Amoy, you got the Knight of Wands. You're going to be starting a new career, starting new work soon. No, I haven't seen that one. Knight of Wands comes in hot and heavy, lots of fire energy, lots of movement, taking chances, going in new directions. You know, the wands symbolize work, Aries, Leo, Sag. So you have a new beginning coming with work. You have to approach it as that knight that has that fiery passion, that knows where you want to go. You're welcome. It's so cold tonight, guys. It's going to be 18 degrees in Alabama. My apartment's kind of chilly. But I feel like if I put the air on like 70 or 72, it gets too hot and I get kind of itchy. Is your girlfriend on here? Now, Richardson, I also do paid readings, 3, 6, or 9 cards for $5, $10, or $15. Anything more than just the one card, I'll ask you to do a paid reading. Yeah, it's been pretty chilly the past few days. You can go to my go to the info here. The what do you call the caption, the description of the video, and it'll show you the payment apps I have. Sure, just tell me your first name, age, zodiac sign, and where you're from in the world. $5 for 3 cards, $10 for 6 cards, or $15 for 9 cards. All the info is in the description of the video. And then Haley 351, just tell me your first name, your age, your zodiac sign, and where you're from in the world, and I'll pull a card for you. Guys, make sure you're liking the live and subscribing to my channel. Once I hit 500 on YouTube, it opens up a lot of features I don't have access to right now. Oh, yeah, that's right. I also do soulmate readings. I can use the cards to help you get an idea of the kind of person coming into your life. All right. Haley, you got the Queen of Wands. This is about approaching your work from a place of nurturing. You have a little animal spirit companion. She's holding the flower in one hand, showing that she can grow things. She's holding the wand in the other hand, showing that she's in control of her work. The wands are the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the queens are the energy of moving from a place of nurturing. So what you're doing for your daily job, for your career, it's coming from a place of nurturing, a place of love, and also you're becoming a master at that. So you're mastering your career right now, mastering your work, and even figuring out what you want to do with life and what you want to do with your skills, your talents, your gifts, all that fun stuff. Hey there, Melissa. Welcome in, my friend. Yeah, sorry, I don't have Zelle right now. You're welcome. I hope that resonated with you. The Queen of Wands is a good energy to be in. It's an energy of mastery. Melissa, you got the Hierophant, the card of tradition, the card of seeking spiritual guidance, the card of mastering things, not losing yourself. This is also the Taurus card in the tarot. And Melissa, this is also a card of marriage, they say, because that's like a priest or a pope. So this is a card that's encouraging you to go back to tradition. And if it's a soulmate card, it could be somebody that's very much a traditional person. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome. I've been consistent with posting my videos online. I think things are going well. Oh, I finally heard back from the publisher, guys, and we're going to meet on Monday to discuss the book. And then I also applied for a job in the vein of what I'm doing right here, right now. I don't want to say too much because I'm kind of not sure about it, but it's one of those one of those companies where you could seek out a tarot reading, and they have all kinds of people on there, and you pick the person you want the reading with. The application was legit. It was a full application, resume and everything. So I think I'll get it. But because I've been asking the universe to bring me a job, if I have to do a day job of some kind, bring me something where I can use my gifts, my talents. Bring me something that brings me joy. Let me do something that brings me joy instead of just another miserable call center job, which I'll do if I need to. But they don't seem to be hiring, so I applied for a company that works with psychics and tarot readers. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be my wish fulfillment. I think the book will probably be about $12.99. I hope everybody can get a copy or two. Help me out with that. And I'm just hey there, Sasha, how are you? I'm doing well. I actually think that would be fun to do that one day. Yeah, that's sort of a dream I have, is to have a little storefront like that. Although I really want to do a storefront that's like candy. No joke, like candy, like jars and candy that you weigh out by the pound. Gourmet chocolates and candies. Sasha, remind me of your age, your zodiac sign, and where you're from in the world, and I'll pull a card for you. And everybody, thank you for liking the live. That helps let YouTube know I'm reaching people. And if you can, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 500, guys. Once I get to 500, then YouTube opens up a lot of features I don't have access to right now. I thought about that, Amoy. I think about that like when when I'm in a place, when my toys are licensed or my book is selling really well and royalties are coming in. I would definitely invest in a business like that. 32, Florida, and you are a Leo. Okay, your card is the Six of Swords. You might be traveling soon, possibly moving jobs, moving homes. But this is a card of traveling. The number 6 is about being stable. So you're leaving a situation that was really weighing on your mind, 5 of Swords, and you're going somewhere new. So you're finding a lot of stability with your mindset. But also, this is a card about traveling. So if you have any vacations planned up, they're going to be good for you. Possibly this might be telling you to go on a vacation, maybe go for a weekend getaway, something like that. But also, you may be moving jobs, moving locations. I do too. I love crystals and all that kind of stuff. Are they? Oh, that's good to hear. It's always awkward sometimes when you do a reading and the person doesn't resonate with it. It's like, I don't know. You can't make people believe what you believe. I do the readings from a place of just true sincerity, and I just go by what I really do feel intuitively. Sometimes it's not what people want to hear. And I've been there. I know what it's like. Guys, I've been binge watching the old show Charmed. You guys remember Charmed? I know one of the writers on that show. And it's kind of funny to look at that show from 1998. Some of the things wouldn't work now because of cell phones. Like they were like looking for pens and papers to write things down. Only one of the characters had a cell phone. And it's pretty good, though. Speaking of Charmed, I fell asleep on the couch last night after watching a few episodes. And I had a dream, but I can't remember the dream now. It was something about, oh, I think I remember it now. I was in some area, it was cold, and I was in some wealthy area, like an upscale area, driving around in the snow. And then there was this monster that, I don't know. I forgot the whole dream. There was some kind of kid that was like morphing into a monster where he was like part deer, part human, and he had antlers like a buck. I don't remember. Man, I can't believe I forgot that dream. I just remember the very gist of it was that there was some kind of monster. And I woke up and thought, oh, that's probably because I went to sleep, watching Charmed right before I went to sleep. I've been having some really wild dreams lately. I love dreaming though. Dreaming is one of my favorite hobbies is dreaming. Man, guys, my fingers are freezing right now. I probably should have put some heat on in this apartment. Sometimes my cats, their noses are so cold. I don't like to feel hot. You know what I mean? Like if I feel hot, I start getting itchy. So I don't like to feel too hot, like I'm stifling, like I'm suffocating. But then it gets too cold. All right, so what'd you guys do for dinner? What did everybody do for the weekend? Did everybody have a good day today? Have a nice weekend? Man, what were those dreams I had? I forgot every dream I had. And I slept late today. I slept in today. I put on some frequency music, and then I went and sat in my bed for a few hours and just got into a very relaxed, meditative state and just let myself fall asleep. And I had some really incredible, really wild dreams, and I can't remember any of them. Bummer. They were really exciting, too. Good things are happening, guys. Things are working out for us. All right, well, the music is over. Good things are happening, guys. We got to just believe it. But I feel good right now. I don't know. How do you guys feel? You feel good? You feel like things are moving in a positive direction? I really do. I feel like things are really changing in a positive way. Things are moving in a good direction. I don't know if I told you guys this last time. Probably not, because I wasn't on Thursday. I was overwhelmed Thursday, and then yesterday was the anniversary of my mom's death, 12 years. So I didn't really feel like going on Thursday on the live. That's why I wasn't here. And then yesterday was Friday, but I was somebody on TikTok. I was commenting on his page. He's a spiritual teacher, and he wrote back and told me what my life path number is. This whole time I'm thinking with my date of birth 11/10/1979, I'm thinking that my life path is 2911. And that sort of resonated with me, but not really. And they say 11's a master number, 11, 22, and 33. But this guy said my life path number is at 3811. So I searched 3811 and I figured out how we did it. So you don't add the 1 plus 1 for the 11, November 10th. You add 11 is 11. And then the 1 plus 0 for the 10, I'm born on the 10th day of the month, that's just 1. And then the 1979 adds up to 26. So it would be 11 plus 1 plus 26. So do that, figure out your life path number. So if you're born, let's say if you're born May 23rd, 2000, it would be 5 plus 2 plus 3, so that's 5, 5 plus 5. And then if you're born in the year 2000, that's a 2. So 5 plus 5 plus 2, so that's 12. And then you add the 1 plus 2, which is 3. So you'd be a life path 3. So then I looked up a video on YouTube about the life path 3811. It's 38, which breaks down to 11, so it's 38/11. And that means that the 38 means one thing and then the 11 means another. So I found a lady on YouTube. I forgot her page name, like her channel name, but she has like a, I don't know, 10, 15-minute video up about the 3811. And no life path has ever resonated with me more than the 3811. I mean, it's me to a T. But then she said 3811s, a lot of times you guys don't really get started in life until you even in your 50s. And I thought, oh shit, that's why I'm where I am right now, because it takes us a while to get started with what we're called to do in life. And one of the things she said is something I've really felt very deeply. And this was a revelation I got when I was even in Bible school, when I was living a very devout, born again Christian life, going to Bible school. One day in prayer, I sort of had this vision, and I was writing a paper about Joseph from the Old Testament in the Bible, the story of Joseph. And he had all those brothers, and I have 5 older brothers. And Joseph was, thrown into a well. His brothers threw him into a well. Then he was, basically picked up as a slave from there. So he went from the pit, he went to the prison, then he went to Potiphar's household, where he got exalted to a place of like royalty, like an executive position where he was in charge of money, resources, everything. And then his brothers came back to him for help. And I had this vision one day that my life would sort of mirror the life of Joseph. Also, Joseph was a dreamer in the Bible, and I've always had very vivid dreams. And so I had this vision for 20 something years now. And I keep thinking, is this true? How could my life mirror the life of Joseph? Everything I do fails. Like I have no accomplishments in life. But I never really let go of that. And this teacher was talking about, this numerologist was talking about the 3811 and how the master number 3811, the 3 is about community coming together and the 8 is about wealth. But she's like, the 3811 is not here to manifest and grow and have financial abundance and success for themselves, but it's for other people. Yeah, my name is Joseph Matthew. And I always felt like I was destined to reach this place of financial abundance, but it's never been for me. Of course, money's fun and all that, but it's always been, how can I help other people with this wealth? And I feel like that's why I've had all these years of struggling. That's why, and look, we have 3 people here right now and 8 likes, 38 right there. That's why I've gone all the way down to come all the way back up. And that's why in my heart of hearts, like I'm not a competitive person. I'm not a selfish person. I mean, of course, I can be selfish at times. I'm human. But every time I think about wealth, and even when I play manifestation games and I daydream about what's it going to be like one day when I do have a toy that's being sold all over the world and I'm getting royalty checks that are hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars, what would I do with that? And I always think of what I could do for other people. And that's not like I'm trying to people please. That's just genuinely what makes me happy, is to think about what I could do for other people. Sorry, no, CS Waterhouse. I don't do those kind of yes and no questions. I'll pull an intuitive card for you. Basically, I'll pull one tarot card and give you an intuitive reading. If you'd like to do a relationship reading for the live service, like the live show right now, we could do 3 cards for $5, 6 cards for $10, or 9 cards for $15. And I have 3 payment options: Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. And they're all in the caption, the description of the video. So when she said that the 3811 is all about, about finding and creating this wealth, but for other people, it resonated with me more than anything. And I thought, okay, I think now I'm positive I'm on the right track right now. So that's been pretty exciting. I love learning about numerology. Oh boy. But yeah, good things are happening, guys. Good things are happening. Go ahead and figure out if you're one of my regulars that hangs out with me on here. Figure out your life path number, or just put your date of birth in the comments section, and I can help you figure out your life path number. And then just go to ChatGPT or something, or just Google, what do I need to know about life path number? Blah blah blah. I figured out a lot of my family members, and I have one of my nephews. He's also a 3811, and that's interesting because we used to be very very close when he was a little kid and a baby. Not so much now that he's like in his late 20s. We kind of grew apart. And then I have a sister-in-law that you'd never believe it. Her life path number comes out to 33. So if your life path comes out to 11, a 22, or a 33, you don't reduce those down. You keep those as is because those are master numbers. Jesus died at 33. 11, 22, and 33, those are master numbers. Those are numbers that have a lot of energy around them. Not that you're better or special. It's almost like you came into this life to do something very specific. And so you needed the energy of a very specific life path. Think of it like options on a wall for a vacation, even though Earth is not a vacation. It's kind of hard. And you're like, when I come into this life, maybe I'll pick that one. Let me do the life. Let me do the 3811 life path, and let's see what we can do that with that one. Sort of like picking things on a menu. But I'm curious to know what your life path numbers are. One of my brothers is an 8, so I guess he's here to create wealth of some kind. One of my brothers is a 9. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I think it's 11, 22, and 33. You're a 5? Sure thing, yeah. Just make sure you like the live, subscribe to my channel, and then come back and tell me your first name, your zodiac sign, your age, and where you're from in the world, and I'll pull a card for you. Amor, you're a 5. That makes sense, but I don't know what the life path 5 is about. I don't have all that stuff memorized. Eventually, in due time, I want to learn astrology and numerology. Okay, so that one resonates with you? Oh, good, good, good. Because when I used to read about the 2911, it didn't really resonate. When I read about being a life path 11, which is a life path 2, 1 plus 1 equals 2, that didn't really resonate. But when I read about the 3811 and I watched the video, I was like, holy moly, that is it. Is it Janice? Janice, where are you from in the world? Thank you for following, subscribing, liking, helping the channel grow. I usually come on here for an hour or so, 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But I wasn't here Thursday because I needed a couple of days off. Yesterday was the anniversary of my mom's death, and I just didn't feel like doing anything. Oh, Janice, you're my neighbor. I'm in Alabama. We're both in the South. All right, so Janice, you actually have the Two of Cups. I'm not sure if you're single right now, but if you are single, this could be a soulmate connection coming into your life. This is a card about like a yin and yang, balance each other out. The cups symbolize the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is like a harmonious soulmate relationship where you guys pour into each other's cups. If you are in a relationship, it's showing that your relationship is balanced. If you're in a relationship and your relationship is okay, it could be just showing that you're just coming to that place of balance where you take care of yourself above all people. You know what I mean? Like you really treat yourself well. But again, this is a card we look for relationships. When people want to know if someone's coming into their life, this is the soulmate card. It's like two halves of the same heart. They pour into each other's cups. They give to one another. It's that balanced, harmonious relationship that we all look for, that we're all longing for. I hope that resonated with you. Welcome everybody. Who else is here with me? Who else would like a reading? Ooh, Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's got a new beginning coming financially. Possibly a new job starting. I'll take that one. Man, guys, it's so cold out right now. Anybody have any movie suggestions? Anything I can watch? I've been watching the show Charmed, but... All right, Amoy, have a good evening. Enjoy your show. I'll see you on Tuesday if you're around. I actually might not be on here too much longer myself. I might just relax for the evening. You know what I mean? Have a cookie, go watch a show, watch a movie, just kind of relax with the cats. And guys, as soon as I find out about the book, I'm meeting with the publisher Monday. My little novel will live to see the light of day. It's titled Here I Am, Here You Are. And yeah, I got to try to figure out how to get a bunch of copies and sell them to you guys directly so that you can get an autographed copy from me. My debut novel, and I'm 46, and I'm finally going to be a published author. Isn't that amazing? I've been wanting to do that for as long as I can remember. When you start believing in yourself and believing that you deserve good things, it's amazing how this whole thing came about. It just sort of fell into my lap. I never thought I'd get to this point, but here we are. Good things do happen, but we have to believe that they can and will happen, but we also have to believe that we deserve these good things. You know what I mean? We have to believe that and believe that for ourselves with loving ourselves. It's not selfish to want good things in life. Okay, guys, let's do one more card. I'm actually going to head off here in a little bit, just a few more minutes. Since, you know, Saturday night, you guys probably want to do something else. And let's see. Perseverance, joy guides. All right. I'm going to pull one of these oracle cards and then we'll call it a day. I'm going to split it. Okay. Caution. That's a bummer message. It says caution. And this is a guardian angel. Let's see what our guardian angels want us to know. Number 6. 6 is about stability, actually. It says, pay attention to your intuitive warnings and quickly walk away from what doesn't feel right. No matter what, have no fear. I am walking with you. You are protected. Your guardian angel is advising you to be cautious right now. Slow down and pay attention. There's no need for alarm, for you have not yet crossed the line of safety. However, you are being asked to listen to your intuition, acknowledge what does not feel right or safe, and take a step back. Say no and walk away without hesitation if you sense bad vibes, even if it makes no logical sense. I can try to help you. What's going on? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't do those kind of questions. I'm not sure I believe in the idea of twin flames anyway. If you're sort of in turmoil about it, she's probably not your twin flame. You'll know if she's the right person for you. But if you want to go ahead and like the live, subscribe to my channel. I'll pull a card for you and give you a single card intuitive reading. Just tell me your first name, your zodiac sign, your age, and where are you from in the world. Yeah, constantly on your mind. That's sort of, I'd say that's probably more on the side of a negative attachment. If it's a harmonious relationship, it's going to bring peace. What's your zodiac sign, Adam? How old are you and where you're from in the world? What's your zodiac sign? Gemini, you're an air sign. You're from Turkey. Well, you got the Four of Swords. This is actually about a card about building a solid foundation with your mindset and resting your mind. If you're overthinking the situation, that's putting out a lot of negative energy that's going to push this person away from you. The Four of Swords is saying to rest your mind, take a nap, take a rest, get your mind off of the situation, and look up for something positive here. Hey there, Angelina. How are you, my friend? So, yeah, I'm going to say, based on this card, you're overthinking it. You need to rest your mind. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. I know from experience, those people that we're obsessed with, we can't stop thinking about, it's sort of a negative attachment. It comes from a place of fear. She's not the only woman that'll ever cross your path. She's not the last stop on the bus route. There are plenty of women in the world. You just may be stuck on one that's not exactly the right one for you. We've all been there. And you got to remember that, hey, my friend, yeah, I figured out how to get somebody on here too, how to do a guest one on here, like how to have guests on here. So, Adam, I'm saying that my advice would be do your best to let it go. If it's meant to be, it'll come to you. But I know those kind of relationships that you can't stop thinking about, it comes from a place of fear because they seem to be a great person and we're worried we're going to miss out. But it's like once you get out of that feeling of can't stop thinking about them, you remember that there are millions and billions of other people in the world. She's not the only one. Hi there, Tony. Welcome in. How's everybody doing this evening? Having a fun Saturday? It's freezing cold here where I am. It usually doesn't get this cold in Alabama, but it's going to be 18 degrees tonight. I love the cold air, though. I love cold weather. All right, guys, before I hop off here, because I'm going to hop off here, I'm not going to be on here too much longer tonight. Does anybody else want a one-card reading, one-card intuitive reading? Just make sure you like the live and subscribe to my channel. Help my channel grow. Once I get to 500, YouTube opens up a lot of features that I don't have access to right now. But once you get to 500, you have access to all kinds of fun features for your channel. But I feel good. I feel like things are really working out. Things are moving in a positive direction. You know, there's never really anything to fear. Things always work out for us. And yeah, it's a good thing. So I'm excited to meet with the publisher of my novel. I'm meeting with her on Monday. And hopefully the book will be out pretty soon. And yeah, I'm going to just manifest and believe that the book is going to sell, take off like a rocket. Because why would I think small? I've spent 40 something years of my life believing small, taking whatever crumbs I can get. I'm done with that. Yeah, sure thing. Just tell me your first name, your age, your zodiac sign, and where you're from in the world. And then, of course, make sure you like the live and subscribe. First time here? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm usually on here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for about an hour. Hi there, Tanya. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't do yes and no questions. I just pull a single card and give you an intuitive reading. Anything more than that, I'd encourage you to do a reading with me. Oh, you're a friend of Angelina's. Nice to meet you. What's your zodiac sign and how old are you? Yeah, I tried the yes and no questions on TikTok, but the course that I took with tarot, she didn't really encourage yes and no. It's sort of like trying to hit a moving target. So I just offer a free one card reading when I'm on here and just tell you what I feel. Anything more than that, though, of course, we should do just a one-on-one reading. You're in hermit mode right now, Tanya, being prepared for something. Maybe you're being guided to go internal. Maybe you're being guided to get alone with yourself, spend more time alone, figuring out who you are, surrounded by the color gray, which is all about being in a transition or a waiting period. This is the card represented by Virgo in the zodiac. When he emerges from that time of hermit mode, he's got the wand, the staff showing that he's got strength, the lantern showing that he has that inner light and guidance, and the beard showing that he has wisdom. So it looks like you might be in a time of spiritual awakening, possibly up leveling your life spiritually. But yeah, you're being guided to be alone for now and really figure out who you are, what you want, and what lights your soul up. What's your inner light and what's your guidance leading you to do. I have two brothers that are Virgos, the two brothers right before me, and that's them to a T. It's so funny. They're always fighting about something, and they have no idea how identical they really are. They're 5 years apart, but they're very similar. That was spot on. Oh, thank you for that. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, the hermit card is good because then when you emerge from hermit mode, you're like a brand new person. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm always dying and being reborn to something new. Yeah, and then message me for details about doing a reading. I'm also on Instagram and TikTok at Joey's Magic Tarot as well. If you're on any other apps, what I've been doing for my readings lately is I'll film the reading, upload it to YouTube, and then I'll email you a link to the private video, and then you can watch the video as many times as you want. That works because sometimes people don't want to jump on a phone call. They don't want to jump on a Zoom, and then that way you have the link there. You can watch it as many times as you want. And just let me know. Of course, when you message me about the reading, we'll talk about that. But I have some really clever, I don't know, tools, I guess you could say, or techniques on how to do a soulmate reading to give you an idea of the kind of person coming into your life. For example, if we got the Three of Swords, I'd say the person coming into your life is someone that's had a lot of heartbreak, and there's somebody that's also going to help heal you from your heartbreak. And because it's the swords, there's somebody that really invest in relationships. They really give people their all. And maybe there's somebody that's seasoned in life. Maybe they've had their heart broken. So by the time you meet this soulmate, they're not somebody, there's somebody that has a lot of grit to them. They've been to the bottom, they've been up, they've been down, they've had their heart broken. So I'd say that the person coming into life would be somebody that's mature and has experience in the dating world. That's how I would interpret something like that. So when I do my soulmate readings, I have have ways that I can look at the cards and give you an idea about the soulmate coming into your life. I feel like there's a soulmate. I feel like love really is in the air. I know we're coming to February, but love really is in the air because every time I turn around, I'm seeing something online about a soulmate. Every time I think about the love of my life or my soulmate, I've never been in love actually, but every time I think about this dream partner of mine, I always think of the Sun card from tarot. And every time I turn around the past few days, I'm on whatever social media app, I'm seeing that some spiritual page has posted the Sun card. I've seen the Sun card from several different decks, I don't know, at least 7 times in the past 2 days. And these are all pages I don't follow, but I'm just scrolling through social media and there's the Sun card and there's another Sun card and there's another Sun card. So I'm like, is my soulmate coming? Is the sun to my moon coming? All right, so that's me, guys. I'm single as a lonely Pringle, but doing the best I can with it. It's just me and my cats. I'm a stereotype, guys. I'm a stereotype. Stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. If it stays cold in here, I'll wake up with both cats sleeping with me. Kitty cats don't like the cold. Actually, my little cat likes the cold. I found her last December right outside my apartment. She's a little tiny kitten. And she's actually not a very big cat. She's actually a pretty small cat. But I think she likes the cold. My older cat, he was born in April-ish of 23. He doesn't like the cold. Any of the cat people out there? Don't get me started on my cats, guys. I love those two. Their names are Teddy and Stormy. Their official names are Theodore Russell Buttercup III and Stormy Grace Noel. And they're my little sweeties, and I love them. All right, guys, this has been fun. Before I hop off here, does anybody else want a one-card reading? Thank you all for liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff. It really does mean a lot to me. I normally have music in the background, but the video I started playing only had a few minutes left, and my laptop is across the room. So it's just me and my voice right now. What do you guys have going on this evening? Oh, love is coming in, guys. Somebody's got a page of cups coming. This page is coming with an offer of love. Anybody have any movie suggestions? There's only one person here. All right, whoever the one person is that's still on here, or two people, I'm going to hop off here and, I don't know, maybe go watch a movie or something. Maybe eat some pizza. Have a little din-din. A little din-din for one. You guys remember the name of the restaurant or the restaurant bar from Three's Company? What was it called? The Regal Beagle? I'm an 80s kid, guys. I grew up watching reruns of Three's Company, WKRP in Cincinnati, The Odd Couple from the 60s. I guess we're getting old, huh? This is middle-aged. All right, I'm going to leave you guys with one more thing. So these three cards just came out. The World card, you're completing a spiritual cycle and you're coming to a place of victory. You're balancing out the four elements, earth, air, fire, water. You're building generational wealth. You're coming to the place of 10 of Pentacles where you're not going to have to worry about money ever again. And you're coming to a place of 6 of Cups, which is a past life connection, emotional fulfillment and stability, happy life, happy family. And again, this is a beautiful card showing that you have those cups are grown with flowers, children there, beautiful home. Yeah, the world is yours. Finances are yours. These are the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. These are the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So somebody, let's claim it, you and me. We're coming to a wonderful end of a spiritual journey that's going to lead to unlimited finances and unlimited love, happy family, past life connection, soulmate connection. All right, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me, joining the conversation, supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. I'll be back on Tuesday night at 7:30 Central. Good night, guys. And remember, we have the magic within. We have the magic within. Take care, guys. Good night.